Shalom, this is Love herself. I'm with Love himself, and he goes on to say, this is part two. This is Pops again. It's been years now that you've heard another story against their lies. Me and Babe Sarah here, Love herself, we've been at it for quite some time now, defending ourselves and the fold who's being accused there in Florida. We post information after information concerning their innocence, but to no much avail on their part. They were too afraid to check us out and uncertain of who we were. Those of the former nation. But poor excuse, since we were there for years and they could have come and found out who we were during our meetings. They were ornery, and there's no excuse for that sort of behavior. The Peace Foundation and the nation. Anyway, they did good in the middle of our acquaintance time together, said the Lord Yahweh. But when things sunk rock bottom, they scattered. About a handful kept up the faith, but the rest folded. This nation consisted of about 24,000 within the Miami area. What happened was, Ben and I, my son and I, said the Lord Yahweh, we went into Florida and had just come from another state on my globe where I had to whip tail for the devastation they, the Illuminatis, put upon my darker sons and daughters who were at peace, enjoying their progress of stability. Together they joined to make buildings and refurbish them, the old ones, into new. But then along came the white sons of mine to make trouble, said the Lord Yahweh. To make trouble in Oklahoma, formerly known as Bethlehem, saying that a young son of mine had raped a young white girl, which he did not, because she practically raped him, like they do today, even go as far as marrying them. White girls want black men. It's as simple as that, said the Lord Yahweh. But it sparked a riot on the blacks. Her lie did. And so I sent storm after storm to chase the wannabe killers. And when I was done and satisfied at helping to regain facilities for the victims, I focused on the Haitians, said the Lord Yahweh, and on those from the Bahamas who I wanted to get them out of, to save them from voodoo and witch doctors. Some listened, some didn't. But I went in anyway, and me and my others began to build a large complex in Miami to accommodate them after coming off the waters. Somewhere to call home, and so they piled in. But so quickly they brought the property value down with their chasing drugs and their thugging, prostituting themselves, not knowing that I, God, Yahweh, brought them here to these grounds from such a bad environment. Yet and still, they come and produce more trouble. So I'm deporting them, many, back as we speak. Anyway, back up a little bit, backing up to the story. After building the projects for my homeless Haitians and others, me and Ben was headed in. We covered lots of territory. Ben had upset me and the others, said the Lord God. Upset me in that town. So I had to show everybody who's boss. Plus get to the bottom of our purpose for being on earth. So I sent him in, knowing it would be a little hard on him, but his behavior earlier had vexed me, said the Lord Yahweh. So I disciplined him there in the earlier part of his first visit to Miami. No, he didn't kill anybody in Atlanta like they lied on him and said he did. It was personal what he did, which prompted me to have him hightail it elsewhere. And it's a good thing that I did do that, sent him there, because behind him they wanted his head of something he was innocent of. So I escorted him, though, so no one would harm him. He was my special son who would do anything for me. He risked his life, said the Lord Yahweh, whereas others slept in their beds. So I made him leader, said the Lord Yahweh. Please go to part 3.